Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Danielle Warren and I'm so glad that you're here today. I have a ton of Disney happiness to share with you. All of my stuff is sitting in my dining room waiting for me to finish this video so that I can put it all away. If you're new to my channel, my name is Danielle Warren. Thank you so much for being here. If you're not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe below and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post new videos. I've got lots of travel, resort reviews or resort tours, room tours, packing videos, theme parks, as well as lots of other different places, going out of the country and things like that. So a lot of travel as well as lifestyle and travel vlogs. Thanks so much for checking this out. And with that said, let's hop into this haul. I got a lot of random things on this trip. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is I did go ahead and pre-order a magic band, and I wanted to show you the one I got. I think it was called like a rose gold shimmer or rose gold sparkle. It looks more pink though in person, but I love it. It matches like my phone and so many things that I had so nicely. So I really loved the way that it looked. So now if you are staying in a resort, pre-order your band at a discount. I just love anything that sparkles. Like, sparkle is always better. So if I can upgrade to a sparkle, I will. I have in-ear monitors because I'm a singer, and I have in-ear monitors, and I paid like, I want to say we paid maybe $50 extra so that I could have sparkles on the outside. I just wanted shimmer. I just like glitter. Glitter makes everything better. But I loved it. It was worth it. And it matched my nails, which my nails are like starting to not look as good, but it like was perfect with my nails. You can't really tell, but they were like a pink and rose, like different shades of pink sparkle. And while I have my hand up here, let me show you the ring that I got while I was in Disney. And it's part of the Disney Parks collection jewelry. It's $19.99. It is adjustable, so this little band part on the bottom can be squeezed in to adjust. Was it worth $19.99? Probably not. To me, it was. I've been wearing it every day since I got back. And it's just like a little bit of Disney on my hand. And it's hard for me to find small, dainty rings, but it is costume jewelry. Like, it's not, you know, there's nothing really expensive about this ring. It's just really pretty and makes me smile. So I spent $20 on it. All right, there we go. Okay, so let me go into the other stuff that I got in Magic Kingdom. Then I'm gonna share with you all the stuff that I got in Galaxy's Edge, which is super, super exciting. I went to Big Top Souvenirs over in the like circus pavilion area in Magic Kingdom by the Dumbo ride in the big tent. I feel like that little shop is so underrated, or like it's not as crowded in there. But it's a great little shop, and you can get like a lot of snacks. It's actually like Goofy's candy shop back there, you know, like in the park. So I love Goofy's candy shop at Disney Springs. And I was thinking about going there because I always like bringing my kids home something fun to eat. But I ended up not going to Disney Springs. So it was perfect that I found this over in the Big Top Souvenir shop. And I got two of these. They're the 50th anniversary sugar cookies. Mickey head sugar cookies. So cute. They were $5.99 a piece, so I got two of them. It was $11.69 with tax. While I was there, I also got a pin. Oh, let me run and grab it. I got my first, oh gosh, there we go. Okay, I got my first trading pin, but I'm not trading this one because I really like it. And I have some other ones that I just recently got, but before my trip, I hadn't had any. It's the Minnie and Mickey 50th anniversary pin. I thought that was so cute. They had several different pins for the 50th, but I like this one because it has the 50 on there, and then it also has Mickey and Minnie, and they're wearing their little purpley iridescent outfits. So I wanted to get that to commemorate the fact that I am going to Disney World like 3 times during the 50th anniversary, and it was also my first time back to Disney World since it closed down, which is a big deal. Like, I had had several trips canceled and then just never really got a chance to go back. I was like about to cry when we went into the Magic Kingdom for the first time. Like when we walked onto Main Street, I was like, I think I'm gonna cry. I'm so happy to be here. And I didn't have to, you know, we didn't have kids, so I'm not pushing a stroller. It was just a really fun, I really felt like I could be a kid. And that was really, really special. So I did get a pin to commemorate being there. I got the pin at Big Top Souvenir as well. And it was $12.99 for the one pin. All right, I actually, I'm filming this in 2 different days because life, you know, that's all I need to say, right? So I'm wearing something totally different, and this is a totally different day, but I'm gonna finish this haul. I am determined. There's just so many great things that I have to share. Okay, the next thing that I got in Magic Kingdom, and this was super unique and something that I've never done before, but I know there are families that do this and they go back several years later and they do it again, and it's like a really, really special thing. There's different artists on property that will do portraits or silhouettes where they cut out the silhouette of your face or your child's face. Whole families will do it. Sometimes you can get multiple people in one photo. I chose to get my daughter's portraits done. Even if they're not there, if you have a picture, it has to be like the right kind of photo. So my husband actually had to take several different shots of the silhouette of my kids. Like, it has to be exactly a straight on shot of the side of their face. But look at how sweet these are. And I could have done both of my kids in one photo where it had 2 of them next to each other, but I only have 2 kids. My sister has 5, and she had 2 on one and 3 on another. I just decided to do one for each of them. And so this is my one daughter's silhouette. Here is my other daughter's silhouette. Aren't these beautiful? And I put them on my mantle in my living room. I wasn't exactly sure where in my house I was gonna put them. I just knew when I saw my sisters and how accurately that the artist had cut out the silhouettes of her kids, like it really looked like them. I was like, that is amazing. There's several different people in Magic Kingdom that do them. I went to, and my sister went to Beth, who is over to the left of the castle. She's right on an alley where a lot of the parades come through, and right across from one of the quick serve restaurants. I'll have to write it and put it on the screen because I can't remember off the top of my head, but I want to say it was Storybook Treats. She was phenomenal, and not only is she incredible at what she does, I mean, she doesn't draw this out. She looks at a person or a picture and she just starts cutting with scissors. It is very fast. It was very fast, but I did wait in a line for it. I probably waited, there was a pretty good line, and I waited about 45 minutes probably to get this done. But it was one of those things where I was like, I really want to do it, and I didn't have anything else that I really needed to do in the park, and we were getting ready to leave. So I was like, it's worth it for me to wait in this line. And I just kind of watched her, and a parade came while I was waiting in line. So it was like, it wasn't like I was wasting my time, but she had such a beautiful personality. She is a beautiful person, just the way that she takes time and cares about the guests and cares about, like, she is like, because she's been working at Disney World for, I think she's been doing it for 35 years. She was trained like right in the beginning when the Disney company had these artists come, and she got trained to do this at the parks. Been working for I believe at Disney World for 35 years. She said in that week alone that we were there, 9 different families had come to get portraits done of their children who were older. Like, it was repeat customers. At least 9 in that week were repeat coming back to get portraits. It's that special. So people have like multiple pictures of their kids in different phases of their life in their home, and they're very reasonably priced. I was super surprised. And not only do you get One, because it's a front and back copy. So she actually makes, when she's cutting it, there's a duplicate, so you can actually get more made. So I went ahead and got frames for all 4. I only had to pay for 2 portraits, but I got 4 copies of them, like 2 copies of each. And then I paid for frames for all 4 because I thought, what a great gift for like the grandparents or something. So I got a copy, and then I have an extra one as well. They're so beautiful. I just really love these so much. These are plastic frames, so it's not like, you know, it's not a wood frame, but it looks expensive, you know? Like, it looks expensive. There isn't a stand on the back. I've just kind of propped it up, but it has little places where you can like put it on your wall this way or this way, you know, that kind of thing. But anyway, and it says Walt Disney World on the bottom. This was a really special souvenir for me this year. I could not speak highly enough about that portrait experience, and Beth as a person. She is just gold. We asked her, like, you know, because she had been working there for so long, like, do you love working here? Like, what? And she's like, she pointed to the castle and she's like, look at my office. And I was, you know, and she also, like, she was ready, like, needed to go on a break, but she took time with me, and that kind of service really stands out to me. Like, she was just like, you know, very intentional, like, with, we give our guests our best and the best experience that we can, and we do our best to give them what they've come for. And that just stood out to me. That's Disney right there. Like, she just kind of embodied that whole make people feel special while you're with them, and I just can't speak highly enough. So Beth, shout out, you were awesome. I'll post a photo of all the different pricings for those portraits. So there's several different things that you can pay for: the portrait itself, the frame. I paid total for 2 portraits with 4 frames, $80.73. That's with tax. But like, what a great gift to give family members, the grandparents, or whatever. The China Pavilion in EPCOT, I think maybe I only got one thing when I was in EPCOT, and I was on the lookout for a really fun stuffy for my youngest daughter. She loves little, like, tiny little stuffed animals. So I got this cute little panda, and look how adorable it is. Got these little hands and little feet and little rosy cheeks. It's super cute. Little tail. So I was on the lookout for a stuffy for her, and I knew, I just kind of was like, I really wanted to go into the China Pavilion because they've just got really unique little stuff in there. And so I found this one, and I was like, all right, I think this is the one for her. It was $12.95 pre-tax. Now we're gonna move on to Galaxy's Edge. Y'all ready? I think I might change for this one. So I may come back in a different outfit because it would just be more fun. Look at my outfit. I got myself a Galaxy's Edge outfit. I remember the first time I went, and you know, you see all the cast members there, and they've got all these, like, you know, real earthy, kind of like very neutral colors. I was shopping by myself on the last day that we were there. I went to Hollywood Studios, and I kind of spent most of this day by myself walking around Galaxy's Edge, which was like fabulous. I loved it. I had to make a return. I'll tell you guys about that in a second. This whole long story about something, but I was like shopping. There's so many cool little shops, and I went into the Droid Depot, Doc Ondor's, Den of Antiquities, and just kind of walking around doing all the photo ops and stuff. Just like walking around and shopping, and I thought, you know, like I went into some of those places where they have little outfits and things that you can buy, and it's a little pricey, but I just kept thinking, oh my gosh, that would make really fun photos. Like, we had the photo pass. There's so many really cool photos that you can do with like lightsabers in front of cool ships, and they do all these magic shots where you're like there with baby Grogu. I know he's not a baby. He's like 100 and like multiple, like hundreds of years old, but whatever. He's still baby Yoda. Anyway, like, but you know, they have all these different photo ops. And I thought, how cool would it be if I actually was like in Star Wars attire, like somewhat looked like I fit in with the ambiance. I just decided to do it. I was like, I love that kind of stuff. I know I'm an adult. I don't think you don't have to be like grown out of doing fun things like that. Like, it doesn't have to just be for kids. And honestly, if there's any place that you're gonna just kind of try to feel like you're a kid and use your imagination and dream and just do fun stuff like that, it's Disney World, right? Yeah, so I got this top first. So the price for the top was $49.99. A little steep, totally get that. But look, I just love the neckline. It's very different, very unique, but it's not screaming Star Wars. I probably could get away with wearing this somewhere else, right? I mean, it's a pretty basic layering sleeveless top, and it's an off-white color. It actually has like a separate fabric for a lining, and it's like a t-shirt material. So it's really actually very comfortable, but I love the way it looks. I love the neckline and the cut of it. And then I got these arm wraps for $19.99. They had two different sizes. They had arm wraps for adults and arm wraps for kids. It was like the youth. I picked the youth ones up, and then I went to check out and I was like, oh wait, I didn't realize I got the ones for kids. So I went back and I tried the ones for adults, and my arms are just really small. They wouldn't have stayed up on me. They wouldn't have looked right. These ones are maybe just a hair too tight, but they just fit me right. Anyway, these are the kids arm wraps, but the adults are the same price. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. There's like this extra flap that hangs, and so I don't know if you're supposed to put it up here. Comment below if you know. I've just been tucking it up here, but I thought it was so fun. This is what it looked like as a youth, and they were $19.99. So I was gonna get the vest when I was at the store. They had this vest in there, but I remember seeing this vest on Shop Disney. And I had wanted to get it before, and I just was like, I don't know, is that stupid? What I decided to do was just to get this top and these arm wraps when I was in Galaxy's Edge. I needed to get my daughter something on Shop Disney because I found it for cheaper on Shop Disney than it was in the park. I was gonna get maybe all of it on Shop Disney, but they didn't have this top in my size on Shop Disney. So I actually got on my phone, got on Shop Disney to see if I could get this. Because, you know, you can go through Rakuten to get cash back when you do Shop Disney. You get so much and you get free shipping, and it just ends up being worth it. I ended up getting this one in the park because they didn't have my size on Shop Disney, and it worked out because I got to wear this for photos, and the photos were awesome. I'll post some of the photos in the video because it was so stinking fun, and I felt like I fit with the surrounding a little bit better since I had just a little bit more like earthy colors and kind of fit in with the ambiance. But anyway, so I decided to get this vest with the toy for my daughter on Shop Disney, which gave me free shipping, because free shipping is like for $75 orders and more. And then I went through Rakuten, so I got some cash back for that. And I didn't feel like I needed to have this while I was in Disney World. So I just have this shipped to me. And this was $59.99 on Shop Disney. So my outfit was not super cheap, but I'm telling you, it's so fun. And I'm going back to Disney for several more trips this year. I just felt like a kid all day there. I did all these photo ops. I shopped. It was so fun. I loved it there. And then I saw the Galaxy's Edge attire, which is really cool and like rustic and like fun. Like all these cool neutral colors and vests and stuff. And I had seen them on like the vest online like last year, and I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to buy that. I know it's so dumb. It's not dumb. It's just fun, and I love dressing up, and I would wear it. I know I would wear it, so it's worth it to me. And then next time I come back, I can wear it, and it would be super cute and super fun. And maybe I'm a dork, but I would wear it, so it's worth it, right? Anyway, all right, I'm gonna stop rambling. So the big purchase of the trip, are you ready? Need I say more? This is the Skywalker lightsaber. Okay, and oh, I just gotta show you this real quick. It has the greatest sound. It turns white when you hit it. Let me turn it off so it's not distracting me. So this is the original Skywalker lightsaber. Here's the switch. But this purchase was the purchase of the trip, I will say, for sure. So here's the box that it came in, or the outside of the box that it came in. It's the Legacy edition, so the Legacy lightsaber. You can get it at Star Tours in Hollywood Studios, but they no longer carry them at Doc Gondor, so just FYI. It also came with a stand. So you get a little stand. It's just plastic. But you take the blade off of the lightsaber to put it on here, so you're just displaying the actual lightsaber. I got a couple more things in Galaxy's Edge that I wanted to show you guys. Generally my kids, I try to keep them like drinking and eating pretty healthy, but I do like to get them little treats when I go away. And they've just gotten into sodas. I held off for a really long time, but they like Sprite. So I decided to get them their own little grenade Sprite from Galaxy's Edge. We have the Coca-Cola one that we display, and now each of my girls will have their own Sprite container, so they'll drink it, of course. So you can get soft drinks in cups, you know, just like a regular cup, but for $6 you can get a fun little souvenir. They have Coke, Diet Coke, and Sprite. Then they have bottles of water that look kind of cool, but they don't look nearly as cool as the sodas do. I also went into the Droid Depot, and I got myself these really fun earrings. Because I got a whole outfit, I decided I needed to have some cool jewelry to match. These were $14.99, so I thought those were so fun. The last thing that I got was at the Polynesian Resort. We stayed at the Polynesian one night, and then we were at the Grand Floridian for 3 nights, but you can walk between the two. So one night we went over to Pineapple Lanai and got the sipper cup. You can get Dole Whip in a cone, in a cup. You can get a rum float, and then they had the little sipper cups. So the sipper cup that you were supposed to be able to get was a tiki. Like, it looked like the tiki, which I actually kind of wanted. So I asked about it, and I was like, do you have the tiki sipper cup? And they're like, no, these are the ones we actually have. And I was like, oh my gosh, those were like iconic in EPCOT like several years ago. And it was like a big thing, and they were all over everywhere, and people were waiting in crazy lines to get these things. Now you could just go over to Pineapple Lanai, and they're like sitting on a shelf. It was for $10.50 over at Pineapple Lanai. And I was like, my kids will love that. How adorable is that? Heck, I'll like it too. It came with a little straw, and then the top, let's see, just pull the top off. It's not like a twist off. You just kind of pop it on there and pop it off. Isn't he cute? So yeah, that was my last little buy of the trip, was this cute little guy. Anyway, okay, I know that was a super long haul. There's a lot going on in there. You can tell I had a really great time. I was so happy to be in Disney again, which is probably why I spent a little bit more money than I normally do on these trips. Because my family wasn't there, I had to get them some stuff, and I just kind of splurged a little bit because it was really special. I hope this was enjoyable for you. Yeah, if you love Disney hauls, love Disney merchandise, so I would love for you to comment below. What are you guys getting on your next Disney trip? Or what have you gotten that's been your favorite item recently? There's just so many fun things, and like I said, it's just stuff that makes you happy, you know, like my ring. I wear a little piece of Disney with my ring every day, and it just makes me happy. I look down my finger and there's the castle. Love it. So anyway, I'd love to know what's your fave right now? What are the things that you love to get? Are you into pins? Are you into cups and mugs? Are you into jewelry? Do you dress up, or am I the only one? I'd love to know. Post below, and I'd love to get to know you guys more. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.